All right, so here's your #1 featherweight contender. He got through a murderer's row to set up this shot at the title, and he knows this may not come around again. He's trying to make the most of it here tonight and head back home, the newly minted UFC featherweight champion of the world.
The winning streaks that you have to have in order to get a featherweight championship opportunity is so great that when you get here, you have to make sure you're ready. This young man is ready. He's prepared mentally. He's prepared physically to go out there and try to become a champion. He told us time and time again, I'm the next Max Holloway. Let's see if he can get it done.
It is so hard to get to this spot at 45, 55, 70. He has done it. Now the question beckons, is he good enough to dethrone the champ? Well, Brian T. City Ortega was 14-0 with a no contest when he ran into Max Holloway in his first UFC championship opportunity. That night didn't go his way, but a lot of people think he has all the skills and all the makeup to eventually get that belt around his waist.
You don't lose, you get an opportunity to get better, and that's what Brian Ortega has to do after he lost that fight to Max Holloway. He will look to take those lessons learned in the octagon over the course of 4.5, 5 rounds and apply them to his career as he goes forward. He has the skill, he has the heart, he has the ability, but now you just got to put it all together if you want to realize a UFC championship.
And of course, if you hear the ladies screaming, that's because T-City has taken his shirt off in the inspection zone. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. And now for the official introductions, the veteran voice of the octagon is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Diego Lopes! And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Brian T. City Ortega!
Herb Dean, third party in the octagon tonight. All right, it is the UFC's unofficial home base, T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 18,000 plus are expected on hand tonight for what should be an epic UFC live event.
It is going to be a phenomenal fight night in a fantastic arena. T-Mobile Arena, the home of the UFC. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Early connection with the left from the champ. Oh, massive left hand. Able to land there with the straight left. Use this strike there, the hook is clean. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, Ortega's boxing is really sharp here tonight. You gotta think James Lurson likes what he sees out of that Ortega corner.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Print the shirts, ground and pound.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Right inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you gotta either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Well, he's got his back now.
is where you don't want to be, though.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Ortega's back in half guard.
There it is. Now he's on the mountain. Big ground and pound.
Under a minute to go. Ortega's pass is denied. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? He's in the mountain.
Relentless pressure from the top by T-City, Brian Ortega. Lands with the ground and pound. These ground strikes are starting to add up. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Okay. That was a good round. But we got to put him away here. Let's not try to punish him with ground and pound. Let's just take that submission and get out of here. This fight should have been over already.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, round two. Oh, nice straight punch there by Ortega. All right, different round, but same approach out of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. I'm not sure if there is an injury, but his ground game is so strong, he hasn't made any effort to take the fight there.
I don't understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in positions, he does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Picture perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those he might be.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Just over 3 minutes to go. Looks like he's trying for a submission now. Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's going to get the finish.
Defense holds up, he gets out.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it. Nice shot there by the champ. Nice transition.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Side control now. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Ortega's going for the sub here. Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight. Great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Nice. Everything is going perfect. You're striking, looking beautiful. You're hurting this kid. You're hurting him. Just keep going.
All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Big head kick. Well, missed on that one.
Nice.
Right hook to the head, blocked. Just missed with that right hand.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night. This is where he wants to be.
Oh, he's mixing it up well. There's a ground and pound elbow to the body. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly...
Oh, he's trying to pin that arm in the triangle now. Oh, that looks tight. Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
That's what I'm talking about. That guy's hurt. You need to go out there and finish him though this time, all right? He's done. This guy has nothing left. Oh, you got it.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of a fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Just missed on the front kick there. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body Ortega's got his arm under the...
Oh, nice.
Oh, got a protection there. Guillotine choke is locked in.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Ortega's in half guard. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that if I try.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Oh, he reversed position there on the ground, and he's now in the dominant position.
Let's work. Come on, stand up. Let's work.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission. Great submission defense.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by T-City, Brian Ortega. Showing off that leg dexterity and flexibility, rubber guard now.
I mean, it's unbelievable to watch these guys who are able to bring the legs all the way up around the shoulders and just control you. Because to me personally, and I'm no jiu-jitsu expert, to me personally, it feels like this is a position to really just slow everything down. Are there submissions? Yes. But the ideal thing in this position is to slow you down from damaging and really just make you feel more in danger than you really are.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Okay, sit down, relax. We got one more round. This is it. Give me this last round, 100%.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here it is, folks, fifth and final round. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Ortega.
Nice land. Great punch.
All right, so he's dealing with some swelling upstairs, and you got to think his opponent is going to continue to attack that region.
Well, he has to. He's starting to see now the work is being done. He's starting to see the benefits of the work with the swelling that's starting to occur.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. T-City gets tagged by that straight punch. Nice land for the offense there.
It's so clear that the guy that's going forward is the guy that's successful. Beautiful leg kick lands. Guillotine jump.
Oh, what a beautiful, seamless transition to side mount as he counters the guillotine. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense. Oh, good defense, yes.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield to try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
Oh, big shots from the top.
Oh, Now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities. Nice.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Ortega. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. 20 seconds to go in the fight. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man, I feel for a wrestler.
Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scores. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
Official decision now in. The buff has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Brian T-City Ortega.
All right, so there he is, came in the champion.